Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now, new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
Oh, yeah, from the front lines of the information war. All right, look, I'll get into the light bulbs and the federal reports that are on the books where they have data transmission down power lines, where all of the appliances are now having chips put in them to spy on you with audio, video, you name it inside your house. You cannot make this up. You've all heard about smart meters in California and Texas where the government can then turn off your thermostat or decide what temp your house can be. And then they promised, oh, we're not going to do that. Now California says, yes, we will control your thermostat. Here's the headline: ceiling lights in Minnesota send coded internet data. Wait till I get into this later in the next hour. But that's what I'm frustrated about. I have all the government documents, and we have scientists on air that they're putting hundreds of toxic poisons in the water to reduce fertility and to brain damage people, and I'm busy having to deal with race war movies. I know that the so-called liberals, not on the street, they're well-meaning, but at the highest levels, the Ford Foundation, people like Margaret Sanger, the Rockefellers, said they would pose as liberals, would stir up racial division so they'd get people's trust as the ones stirring it up. So when you're busy hating the white guy or the Mexican or whoever that lives down the street or the guy from China or the guy from Germany or whatever, or the Brit or whoever, while you're busy hating somebody because of their religion or their color or whatever, the big government's the referee over it all, and they're a bunch of eugenicists that want you dead. Why doesn't Robert Rodriguez make a movie about, hey, Hispanics, don't go out and abort all your babies? I don't want you to die. I want you to live. I love you. I don't dislike you because of what color your skin is. I don't like it that you're being filled full of racism for me, and I'm supposed to sit here and take it. I'm 36 years old. I hadn't done jack squat to anybody. The only racism I've ever experienced in my life is from people that aren't white coming after me because I'm white. And do I sit there and then hate everybody who's a different color than me because certain groups, certain people in those groups have attacked me? No. But I'm not going to lay down here with a bunch of self-righteous people lecturing me about how I'm bad. See, it's all a political intimidation. Just to make everybody guilty for the earth, pay more taxes, has nothing to do with saving the earth. Oh, guilty about race. Oh, you're not for the health care? You don't like black people. Remember that was the talking point on CNN and MSNBC? What does that have to do with it? Just non sequitur in the middle of nowhere, whether it was Carlos Watson or the hardball guy or the other host on CNN, all of them. This is really racism is why they don't want the government health care. Really, we read the subsections about death panels. Now it's admitted that they are in there and that they are going to cut people's care who are older. They're like, be quiet, racist. Racist? You throw that out there because you're worse than just a run-of-the-mill racist. You're a race baiter. You're a master racist who uses it. And that's why I'm frustrated. And I don't like being talked to like an idiot by Rodriguez and people saying, you don't have the script. You know, none of what's in the trailers in the movie, and it was a lie. I'm tired of government. I'm tired of media treating me like I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. And the American people aren't stupid, and they're waking up. All right, I said I'd take a lot of calls here in the new year, and I promise when we come back next hour, I'm taking nothing but calls. I won't even get to all this news then. Paul, Peter, Jason, Jera, Nick, Manny, Laura, Bob, Andrew, Tim, Henry, Garfield. We could take unlimited calls. The phone system would take 500 calls at once. But oh, help me. 888-201-2244. I appreciate you holding. I just want to live in peace. And they make these race war films, so if you're Hispanic, you don't feel comfortable around whites. So if you're white, you don't feel comfortable around Hispanics. And everybody's got a chip on their shoulder. Meanwhile, we're all fighting with each other. I mean, have you seen how the blacks and Hispanics are killing each other? It's even worse. See, the media convinces people that racism only comes from white people. It isn't what you call racism. It's tribalism. You ever seen the Star Trek episode where, you know, the overlords are white on one side of their face and black on the other, and on the other it's the opposite? They're genetically identical except for that, but one group's suppressed and the others aren't. There's always groups that will use division to get control. I'm fighting with the big international mega banks. I want my free market. I want my private property. I want my self-dignity. I want my Second Amendment. So I don't have to live in fear. It's a mark of a free man that I got a .357 Magnum right here. It's a mark of a free man that I got semi-auto 7mm Magnum rifles. It's a mark of a free man that if I want a Barrett semi-autic 50 cal, I got one. It's mine. I'm free. I'm not domesticated. I didn't have my huevos hacked off. It's not even that I have courage. It's that when people get in my face, I get right back at it. And I'm not running anymore. I'm not backing down anymore. I got the TSA here sticking their hands down people's pants. Now they're confiscating and photocopying people's credit cards. Listen, though, I mentioned this light bulb business. If they can ban whatever toilets they want globally, if they can ban tobacco wherever they want globally, first where you can smoke it, later totally ban it, if they can have federal inspections of your house, that's on the books now, past the House, never past the Senate. If they can ban your light bulb, if they can put sodium fluoride in your water, and now the media announces the government wants to put lithium in from Japan to the United States, both nations have announced it. All that's happening. They set the precedent with things that sound reasonable. Oh, you've got to put this certain type of mercury-filled light bulb in that major studies show gives you a horrible headache, and all of these incandescent that the studies show are soothing to the eye and more of a natural light. You're not allowed to have those. And in Europe, they're actually raiding people's houses that have them now. When you see an Audi commercial about the green police arresting people, that's what they're really getting you ready for. They're now digging through people's trash cans all over the U.S. and cities that have put it in, taking you to jail if you don't recycle properly. They're arresting 81-year-old women for things like that. It's happening. It's tyranny. It has nothing to do with the environment. It's their excuse to take over society. What would Chris Matthews say to that? Oh, you're a racist. I think I like a blue car, not a green car. Oh, you're a racist. See, any opinion, the political correct people bring out race when it has nothing to do with it. It's a distraction. It's a political football. And meanwhile, they couldn't get the Congress to pass the greenhouse gas takeover. Let me explain something. I'm all against pollution. I live here. I don't want to die. My family lives here. Your family lives here. I've studied the power plants. Texas supplies more power than any other state in the union to surrounding states. #1 power producer in the country. Texas this year said, you haven't passed that legislation. If you pass it in the Congress, we'll follow it, even though it's a violation of states' rights. That's what the Attorney General said. They couldn't pass the law. Obama announced last week they're going to have the EPA come in. China has no restrictions on their reactors, on their coal-powered plants. Here, they have digital sniffers up on the top and Cessnas that fly above every day to test the air. There is literally no pollution coming out of those coal-powered plants when they're operating under specs, except for carbon dioxide and water vapor. So they've listed that as a toxic waste when it's what plants breathe. And every study shows that it's been much higher in Earth's earlier history, and that it's good for humans, good for plants, because plants then exhale more oxygen that we need. The Earth is carbon dioxide, oxygen starved. And now there's no law backing up the EPA. They just come into Texas and seize control of plants, and they're going to raise the standards and shut down many coal-powered plants. China gets to build 2 to 3 a week. We don't even get 2 or 3 new coal-powered plants a year in the entire United States. We can't compete, and that's globalism. Shut down our nation by any way they can. They tell you what type of light bulbs you can have, what type of toilet. You think any of that's going on in China or India or Mexico? Zero. Zero. It's meant to deindustrialize this country, and it's a huge, out-of-control federal power grab. The Environmental Protection Agency announced Thursday it is taking the unprecedented step of directly issuing air permits to industries in Texas, citing the state's unwillingness to comply with greenhouse gas regulations going into effect January 2nd. You know, when the TSA starts sticking their hands down people's pants, people say, show us the law, and they say, we don't have a law, it's a policy. A sworn peace officer can't do that, but these goons do. These federal goons outside of their jurisdiction. It's the same thing here. They didn't pass the law. There's no congressional law. At least Congress in 2007 passed the law to phase in banning the incandescent light bulbs. There's no law here. These are lawless people. It's illegitimate. And Texas needs to stand up against these globalists in their own statements at the UN, saying they want to shut down our industrial capacity, because then only certain key insiders will be able to operate. They'll move everything that's left to China. This is the mega rich waging war against all the rest of us. They don't want a free market, just like the legislation they're trying to pass to shut down the family farms and ranches that was publicly written by big agribusiness to shut down their competition. That's the real fight. Second hour straight ahead, Infowars.com. Stay with us. Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones asking you for a minute of your time to tell you about soap. Not detergents, but good old-fashioned pure soap made by the Skull&Bones Soap Company, a family-owned and operated American company. My family, staff, friends, and radio listeners are constantly telling me how much they love these products for bath, hair, laundry, and dishes. There is nothing like these factory-direct, big money-saving, triple-concentrated soaps anywhere. Get a free detailed catalog by calling 800-340-7091 or see them online at 5starsoap.com or Infowars.com. Let's talk to the owner of 5-Star Soap, Marty Schachter, and see what he has to say.
As founder and owner for over 63 years, people keep asking me, how's business? I'm happy to say our business is going down the drain. Call us at 1-800-340-7091. Visit our website, 5starsoap.com, for buying our 1 to 2 month soap sampler. Thank you.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
He's the T-Rex of political talk.